Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickstar, and this is my attempt to make a Pokemon anime series that we never got. And yeah, as you can see, I'm onto the World Coronation Ship series right now, which is the final bit, and hopefully I can do it justice. So, as like I've laid out before in my past ones, Ash did the Gala League, Championship League, lost. He lost all his confidence. Went back in time. Done all that in Legends Arceus events and all that. Decided to become a Pokemon Ranger. Took classes in Paldea, but also participated in their Pokemon League. Won that. Graduated becoming a Pokemon Ranger, so he's both. And after that, going to the Ori region because the Pokemon League wanted to set up a championship there. And yeah, as like with Ash when he won his first league, it was newly made. So basically, newly made in the Ori region, he wins that. So, and now we're back to where we're, and now we're back to it, and now we're at this. So, how this is going to start is well, kind of obvious. Ash is in bed with Pikachu, waking up late because he's. You could sort of say this is the same as like what happened in episode 1, because he has a Pokemon alarm clock, and as the saying goes, how we got up late, he already threw it against the wall and broke it in his sleep. Yeah. So, typical Ash. And yeah, he wakes up, staggers downstairs, eats breakfast, puts on the TV, and finds out that they're talking about the World Coronation Ship series that it's starting up. That it's going to be starting up soon. And that everyone who is allowed to participate should be getting their invitation in the mail anytime soon. And well, as you know, like Pokemon does that comedy bits. Right as soon as they say that, knock at the door. Miami go get the mail, comes back in, gives Ash a letter, and it's his invitation to the Coronation Ship series. So yeah, start off like that. And it also says that you got the invitation, but you got to register at a certain place. I'm not kind of sure like where, but to actually participate in it, you got to register at this place. So basically, Ash gets his new stuff on, new shoes, new hat, new pants, and all that. Different from the last from every series he's been in. Well, it's go. And as like I said within Gala, he's going to be doing this alone. So he goes off alone with Pikachu, and then he heads out. And it takes about, I don't know, probably say about 2-3 episodes to get there. So 2 or 3 episodes to get there. One episode was basically the whole initial thing first. So basically he starts leaving out on episode 2. And yeah, he gets there, goes to the Pokemon Center where he can register. He does that, and then basically looks up to see who he can fight first. And I don't know, just to make it easier, everyone who Ash fought in Pokemon Journeys in the Coronation Ship series is going to be fighting them again. Just so I don't have to think of new people to put in. So, all the same people, and But obviously his Pokemon are going to be different because unlike the last few episodes where Ash was rotating his Pokemon around so we could see them all, he's going to be doing that throughout this whole season. Because then his battle strategies in every single battle are never going to be the same. Well, basically when he gets round to using them again, but still. That's going to be a lot of Pokemon he's going to use. And yeah. So I'm going to be also splitting this into 2 seasons for the World Coronation Ship Series. The Pokeball and the Great Ball is season 1. Ultra Ball and the top 8, the Masters 8, is going to be the 2nd season. So yeah, just throwing that out there just so you know. And yeah, as like Ash did before, in the Pokeball section, brackets, he wins every single fight he plays. Right? And then when he moves to the Great Ball, bracket, this is where he starts losing. But unlike I'm pretty sure what it did with Ash, how he lost, was for getting tight matchup and stuff. No, that is not going to happen. He's too smart for that. Well, at least he should be. So the way how Ash is going to lose some of these fights, because obviously he's going to win them all and get to the Ultra Ball class, but he's going to lose because of one thing. A power-up mechanic that he has, like Mega Evolution, Dynamax and all that stuff, they don't work. Just because they're not in the region they come from. Which that should have been a thing in Pokemon from the get-go. Because Mega Evolution is tied to that crystal formation in what state is it? It's tied to that, so there's a brief area where it can go. Yes, it works on everywhere in the Unova region. Is it? Or no, it's the Kalos region. Yeah, it only exists in the Kalos region and a bit beyond because of its radius. Which, where Ash is trying to use it, it doesn't work because it's nowhere within that radius. So, yeah, Ash tries to Mega Evolution or Dynamax, uses Z moves, or his Bond phenomenon. Even though, okay, technically, no, his Bond is going to work because that is powered by him. It's not powered by anything else. It's powered by the bond they have between them. So that's the only thing that works. But every other mechanic doesn't. Only when he's not using them in their region. So yeah, Mega Evolution can't be used anywhere apart from Kalos. Dynamax can't be used anywhere apart from Galar. Z-moves can't be used anywhere outside of Alola. And crystallization can't be used anywhere outside of Paldea. And as I said, that's the only reason he's losing. And as I said, because his bond phenomenon with Greninja is different. That's the only way. That's the only one that stays. And because Greninja and Lucario are basically the same, with the sort of like same aura power and be able to notice the Z energy, I think it is that. Well, I don't know what energy it is with. Yeah, in Kalos. Yeah. those two can sense it, so those two can basically swap. Say Greninja wants to travel around with Ash for a bit. Greninja goes and takes his place as a protector of the region. So like that's something that goes on back and forth. And yeah, so as I'm saying, Ash is in the Great Ball League now. He is using his other power mechanics. They don't work, which make him lose. But then he starts making a comeback when, even though basically this is sort of a stupid move on his part, but it's not necessarily. But he starts relying on Greninja and the bond phenomenon that they have, because that's the only thing that works. What is determined that's the only thing that works. So yeah, that is basically how the whole scenarios with everything's gonna go. Ash wins everything during the Pokeball class. In the Great Ball class, he's winning and losing, but he's only losing because of the mechanics not working, because they're not in the region they're from. And he finally does when he finally wins enough and then moves on to the next class, when he relies on Greninja and that bond phenomenon, because that's what he needs to make it through that bit. So that's like the bulk of it. But all the stuff in between is basically like Ash is going to be going around on his own, having his own like little meeting people, having stuff to do like as he always does. But he also runs into, when he's in the area, his former travelling companions, and then spends about a day or so basically 2, maybe 3 episodes hanging around with him before he moves on to do something else. Which, yeah, I would say that would bring past characters back into it. Oh, sorry. And as like I say, what he's doing with his Pokemon, keep rotating them out. So basically, more of them get used. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So yeah, that's the initial. So the Pokeball League, yep. Great, dang it, seriously, say it right. And in the meantime, doing odd stuff here and there, running into his bomber companions, hanging out with them, and helping them if they need something. So yeah, that's the first season of this. So then we have the second season, which is the Ultra Ball class and the Master class, which I'm still having a little trouble with the Master class, just a little bit, because there's 2 people in there I want to take out, but I don't know who to put in. I have 7 people in there already. I don't know the 8th. But as we all know, the only one who's not supposed to be in there is Iris. Just because Ash has already beaten her. What is the point in Iris being there? Unless if Iris wasn't the first one who he went up against, just so one, he already knows he can beat her, so he can get an easy win and then move on. If that wasn't done, what's the point of being there? Hey, can someone tell me honestly? No. Because if everyone else is still in there for their own reasons, take out Iris and put in Tobias. That's it. Do Line and it's perfect. Even though I wanted to take out Lance and put in someone else, but I don't know who could fill that role. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. So we have Alon, Ash, Cynthia, Diantha, Uh, Stephen. Uh, I can't remember them off by heart, which kind of sucks. Honestly, I wish I did. But yeah, okay. So Stephen, Cynthia, Alon, Ash, Diantha, uh, Alon, Leon. Yeah. So just throw him in there, Lance, and Tobias instead of the person with Darkrai, instead of Iris, because that is a lot better than what we actually got. But that is the final, which I'm not even there yet. So as also like I said before, all the stuff in between, Ash is going to be hanging out with his Pokemon, doing his daily, meeting someone, getting from place to place, running into his former companions and hanging out with them for a bit, and then moving on. So same old. But yeah, so Ash is in the ultra class now, and I don't know, but things start, his cogs in his head start spinning, because he starts thinking to himself, why doesn't all these power up things work for me anymore? And then he thinks that I don't know what makes him connect the two together, but somehow he does make the conclusion about maybe they can only be used in their region, in where they were from. So Ash will probably lose one or two at the beginning, because he's not in the region where the mechanic is that he wants to use with the Pokemon that he's got on him. So that's also another reason why he was using other mechanics outside, because he technically didn't have the Pokemon for that scenario that he wanted that would work. So yeah, he loses one or two, and then one of his challenges are in one of those regions. So he does it. He tries using his mechanic from that region, and it works. So Ash is now back on his winning streak. He wins match after match after match, with the realization that they only work in their area. So yeah, that's how that comes about. He wins left and right, and a lot of other stuff in between. And now we move on to the Masters 8, which, okay, I know I said everyone, I'm kind of having a little trouble about how to arrange them. There's probably at least 4 fights in there that's gonna happen. Obviously Ash against Leon at the end, but something that should have happened already. Okay, round 1, Ash against the Alon. Yeah, because in the last what's it called? Yeah, last finals that they fought in was in Kalos. Yeah, he did beat Ash, which I always thought that Ash was going to win that, because he lost, he drew, and the league was their 3rd fight. So basically Ash shows his improvement, which he lost, he drew, he won. That should have how it should have gone, but it didn't. So this is where Ash gets that win, which he should have had a while ago. So moving on to his next fight, which maybe the only thing I can think of is going up against the second. So Leon's the first. Was it? It was Cynthia, wasn't it? That was next behind him, wasn't it? As in strongest. So yeah. So Ash against Leon against damn it, I just had his name. Ash against him, Ash against Cynthia, then Ash against Alon. No, damn it, Leon. Yeah, Ash against Alon, Ash against Cynthia, Ash against Leon. Seriously, why are those two names kind of similar? So that's how that's gonna go. As I said, I don't know about the others in the middle, but on Leon's side, somewhere in there, he's going to be going up against Tobias, and obviously he's going to win to show why he's the strongest. So, but would that best be for? Yeah, that'll be. No, it's always a 3-on-3, isn't it? Was it always a 3-on-3 or was it a 2-on-2? I can't remember. But okay, this is something else that's also going to happen. That it's going to be a 2. Okay, round 1 is a 2-on-2. The next one is a 4-on-4, and then the last one is a 6-on-6. That's how it's going to be. And because we only know of 2 of Tobias's Pokemon, him against Leon has to be round 1. Because we only know Darkrai and Latios. That's it. Unless I don't know if it's going to be right giving him any other legendaries. Because we already know he's got those 2. But don't know about any others. And unlike in Journeys, as this went, the matches are going to last longer than 3 attacks or one or half an episode. They're going to go on for at least 2 episodes each. Well, okay. Everything apart from round 1. Round 1 is going to be a whole episode. But when it comes to round 2, yeah, first round, 1 episode each. Not like this happens in the background, but here's a win. No, none of that. We're going to see each fight all in 1 episode. In round 2, they're going to be 2 episodes each. And then obviously 3rd episode, as like Pokemon used to do, or expand it over 3 episodes. You know, what Pokemon battle has been over 3 episodes? I know there has been one, but yeah, that's how that's gonna go. So 1 episode for each, 2 episodes for each, 3 episodes for the final battle. And obviously, as like I said before, like with Ash when he was in Galar, the same is going to happen here. But instead of, I think I know it's been a while since I last looked at this, but I think Leon had the first Pokemon Knockout. So it's basically that's going to reverse. But oh wait. There's one more thing I haven't mentioned, and that is because the Masters 8 is in a stadium, not a random around place. Obviously, this stadium is gonna be connected to each region's kind of power up mechanic, so they can do anything. And like how they did in Indigo Academy, they've got some crystals and soil, water from down in Area Zero hanging above the stadium, so they can use Terrestrialize. So yeah, that was just something I didn't quite mention, but that's because each mechanic can be used and throughout it. So basically, which does still lead into the fact that Leon says at the end that he wants to go up against Ash at his best using every single mechanic he's got. Power up mechanic, so which is approved. And so I'm wondering what Pokemon Ash would bring. Pikachu, obviously, because he can basically do all those mechanics apart from Mega, because there's no Mega Pikachu. is going to be bringing in, so we've got Pikachu, we've got Greninja, Gengar for Gigantamax, any kind of Pokemon that has a specialized Z move. I don't know who yet. Does his Lycanroc have a custom Z move? Or a unique Z move to that Pokemon? So we've got Bond, we've got Gigantamax, we've got Z moves, yeah, okay, with Terrestrializing, I don't, there's not a unique one. Technically there is the special Pikachu, but obviously, but Ash can't, okay, Ash could use that because he's going to be able to use one mechanic twice. So, yeah. But I don't know who to go for that. Yeah. So there's Dynamax, Z moves, Mega Evolution, Terrestrialize, Bond. Oh yeah, and Pikachu. So you just go have Pokemon for each one of those that kind of specialize in it. That's what he needs. Yeah, when I'm trying to think of it and the Pokemon as well, it's kind of hard to think in that regard, because you gotta remember every Pokemon he has, every specialized Z move, every kind of specialized mechanic in a way, and then use it. Because as I said, Pikachu's got access to everything apart from Mega, and which is Bond as well, so. Because Pikachu's got his own Gigantamax, he's got his own Z move, doesn't have Mega or Bond. And Terrestrialization, it becomes Flying type. That's special Pikachu. So, yeah. And as like I said, it's going to be in reverse. So Leon won the first one, so it went Leon win, Ash win, and it kept going like that. So basically, Leon was going to win in the end. So this is in reverse. So Ash wins, Leon wins, and it's keep going to go like that. But I think Ash is going to have 2 Pokemon left because it's just with the bond phenomenon. I don't know if... Well, Greninja gets taken out. Will Ash be taken out as well? Because they are linked. But if Ash has gone over that, so he doesn't pass out when Greninja passes out, then it can go to a 1-1 at the end. Charizard against Pikachu. But if not, Ash is going to have Pikachu and Greninja against Charizard at the end. Which, that's the best way to do it. And obviously Ash is going to win. Everyone's going to celebrate. Sort of similar to like what they did before. Or a round of applause. All of Ash's companions, past companions that he's travelled with, are all going to be in the stands as well, watching every single one of these fights, these matches. And, probably just to wrap everything up, they all get together for a group photo. Ash's Pokemon that he brought with him, Ash with the trophy, Ash's friends and family beside him, all in the picture, and that is how it ends. So, what do you think about it? That's my take on how Pokemon should have gone to end Ash's journey off perfectly. That is how it should have gone. You cannot say it should have gone any differently. Well, actually you can, but I wasn't happy with how journeys went, because one, we all know Gala got done dirty. Number 2, we all know that Journeys was Go's anime, because Journeys was Pokemon Go. So then, because they said, oh wait, no, Ash has to be the main character, that's the only reason they brought this in, just so Ash could hijack Journeys into his own series. So he's the main character. He's supposed to be a secondary main character, not the main. That was Go, not Ash. And as like I did with this earlier, Ash was only in season 1 of Journeys, and then he went off to do his own thing. No, stick around in Journeys, do your own thing, don't pay attention to what Go does, and then meet up at the end with Go having a load of Pokeballs saying, look all the Pokemon I caught. No, that should have not been how it went. This is how it should have went, and if it did, I would be happy with how it ended. Because it wasn't, I wasn't happy with how it ended. So, as I said, that is my take on how Pokemon should have gone. If you agree with it, that's good. If you don't, let me know what you would have done different from everything that I've said. And what I've thrown together. So, yeah. As I said, let me know. So, that is going to be it. And if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.